Oh, crap. I was muted. Oh, my goodness. All right. Sorry. Well, glad we got that out of the way. At least that's what we can cut out of the end. Anyway, all I did was welcome everybody in. Didn't really say too much. Welcome everybody in. I said that if you're here tonight for a show trashing Foodie, you're going to be in for a treat, because that's what you're getting. You're in here for technical difficulties as well. Dr. Phil being a moron, forgetting to add himself to the stream like that. But thank you, folks, for letting me. All right, well, at least we got that out of the way. Hopefully it'll be smooth sailing from here. We're not even 5 minutes in yet, so hopefully that's not too bad. But yes, we're going to get ourselves started. Hopefully you enjoyed the music. Embarrassing. Okay, and also let me also add that I was originally planning to do a anniversary stream special tonight, because it is my birthday this month, and I was going to do kind of a birthday special stream. But a lot of the old videos that I was going to use were not available. I talked to Skinny Queen, and she says hi to everybody. She actually posted a video the other day on her personal channel. If anybody wants to check it out, it's non-Go World related stuff. It's just, I think, a Temu haul or a haul of some holiday stuff she got. I don't remember exactly what, but she posted a video if anybody wants to check it out. The channel's called Sarah Jade's Journey. But yes, I looked up some of her old videos the other day, and a lot of those videos have been taken down. So I think that I'm going to probably make that, I don't know, we'll figure something out for like a stream. But I have so much content tonight, we're not even going to miss it. I have so much fresh new videos tonight that are so much better and more interesting. So let's get to that. Let's get to the more interesting stuff. Welcome in, JV. Welcome in. Welcome in, Jennifer Levine. Welcome in, Sarah Cynthia. And welcome in to everybody who I welcomed in when I had the mic off. Alizu, Cinnamon Girl, Capricorn, Canada Cool, Kitty J, Rebecca Tracy, Blue Hoodie. I think that's everybody. If I missed anybody, my apologies. I had my mic off. Oh, Nutty, good to see you coming in there, Nutty. Awesome. All right, we got a full house in here tonight. Let's get it started. So we're covering Foodie's divorce, her separation from Salah. What is this? What is this? This is the most anticlimactic ending to the Foodie marriage saga, but it is hilarious. She is so full of crap. She's just trying to scam money out of her audience. That is it. That's all she's doing. She's trying to scam her Beezers. Let's watch and count the ways how Foodie is going to scam her Beezing audience. Let's pull it up. Oh, there's also a Rosie video tonight that I might cover as well, but I really want to cover this Foodie stuff, because this is timeless content. This is going to be good a year from now, I think, because it's just so darn funny how Foodie is still it's just so full of crap. So let me pull it up here. We got 2 lives. We've got one. We actually have 3, but the most recent one where she's going off on her chat is hilarious. So she's basically just arguing with her chat, defending everything. Nothing's changed as far as I know from what she said, I think 2 days ago now. Let me catch everybody up if you're not aware. Foodie and Salah are getting divorced. That's right. You heard it here first, last. You heard it. Welcome in, Olga. Welcome in, Rampage. But yes, Foodie is getting divorced from Salah. They're separating. It sounds pretty horrible, doesn't it? I mean, if you're a Foodie supporter, it sounds hilarious if you're not. If you believe in love, I guess it's sad. But I mean, I believe in love. I'm a romantic. But the hell with Foodie, right? She deserves it. He's getting a horse? Well, he's not going to have Foodie to ride anymore. Okay. So let's pull up the what Foodie's got to say. So let me share the tab.
Hold on.
And make sure the volume's good.
Maybe this will be better.
She is so full of crap, Rampage. I think she's pulling a scam. I'm going to talk about this in a minute, but I think she's pulling a scam. You think he's moving in a wife? Who can even say? This is just so out of nowhere. This is hilarious. I've kind of taken a little break from covering Foodie for a little bit because she was just kind of repetitive. And I also felt it was in poor taste a little bit. No disrespect to anybody who did cover her, but I personally just didn't. I mean, I covered her a little bit myself, but I didn't really want to cover her in Syria too much because I felt she was kind of exploiting the situation in Syria for views, and I didn't want to be part of that. Not that I felt there was anything wrong in reacting to it, but I just was having trouble being as funny as I usually would be, coming up with good jokes and things. But now that she's back to just straight up scamming, I have no problem making fun of her and making fun of her situation. Not to say I ever had a problem making fun of Foodie, but I didn't like making fun of her situation because
Hey,
of
Megan, edits, Mark,
circumstances.
strawberries, Jessica, coffee.
But yeah, I'm gonna be dragging this
Was
movie
okay.
tonight.
Very good. Gabrielle, Scrape. You changed your picture. Hey, Fernanda.
Let's put up the chat replay
Strawberry,
too.
Normal Set, Carla, Brooke, Saber, Jasmine, Nicole.
Oh, hold on. The audio's all. Hold on a second, folks. The audio. Let me fix the audio here real quick. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't have it going through my headphones. The audio was probably giving you a little bit of an echo.
Hardy,
Now it's better.
Dorky.
Happy birthday, Canada Cool. Happy birthday to all the September birthday folks.
That's Scrape, unfortunately.
Her middle name is Poor Taste. Her last
Hey, Becca,
name is
Golden.
No Taste. Because she is tasteless.
Layla.
She's like the caterpillar in Alice in Wonderland, but less humorous.
Less talented. Aw, thank
Welcome
you.
to Fiona's mom.
Unless the artist is you.
She's like a less talented version of the caterpillar from Wizard of Oz. Let me get the replay. Hold on. Come on, chat. Why aren't you visible? Here we go.
Then I won't, cheese curd. No, it's Chisha. Going nuts over what?
So it's about to get good in just a few minutes. She's starting off just pouring into the shisha.
Phone?
Thank you so much, Natty. Very much appreciated.
There's my PayPal.
There's your PayPal, everybody. So let me catch anybody up who's not aware. Foodie broke the news the other day. She and Salah are getting separated. In fact, I probably should put that one on first. As good as this one is, I really should put that one on first. You know what? Let me do that. I'm going to let this run, but let me pull that other one up to put that one on first, actually, on second thought.
Yeah, this isn't great.
Because this one's good, but that one's, I kind of should break the news that way. I think that'd be a funnier way to start it.
When do we get back to Canada? Do we do old-fashioned traditional Beezers? Depends what era.
She's going back to Canada to Bees, she said. As
Shut
if she
up,
ever
RGM.
stopped.
We did block the comments, you loser. Get out of here.
You did block the comments, you loser. She's going off on her chat. She's angry because her chat is calling her out for the liar that she is. She's lying and scamming. She said that she's going to separate from Salah. She needs money to do it. I don't believe that for one frickin' second. She is not really going to separate from Salah. I'm being so indecisive tonight. We're going to stick with this video.
Thank you.
On second thought.
Go tell that to reaction channels. They don't care about her because they talk about her in a negative way. I was positive on my channel. I tried to do something good for her. I did do something good for her. And you're not going to...
Oh, she's talking about Sasa, the disabled young lady, the disabled young girl, who she scams her audience to get money for, to pay for her, quote, schooling. I don't believe that for one second.
take that away from me. So go freak out somewhere else. Bye. I'm not in the mood for your shit. Hey,
Let's
YouTube
get
lover.
Foodie home. Remember when she was talking about how at home she felt in Syria? These are her people. Remember when she said that about Kuwait? It's been over 2 years now, but I remember when she first got married Salah. Remember when she used to go to Canada and she said how much she hated being in Canada because she hated that Western culture? It's so the drinking and the cursing and the promiscuity, all that terrible profanity, all that stuff about Western culture. She loved being in Kuwait around her people, her culture, her Islamic traditional culture that made her feel alive. Not that decadent, horrible Canadian Western culture that she couldn't wait to get away from. So glad to be away from it.
Barb, depends what era. My dream is
Pista.
to set up a comfortable home for myself. Hey, Tammy, Julia.
That's all it is, Cinnamon Girl. I
or
think so
a beast
too.
Pad, content pad.
Very.
Like, it's the constant inferences that I did anything with malintent when it's them who are.
Anything with malintent. Foodie, you have nothing but malintent. You've never had good intent for anything. You're just the scammiest scammer of all the girl world folks right now. I'm trying to think. In girl world, we got Glitter and Lasers. Out of the big four that I cover, we got Amber, Glitter, Rosie, Foodie, and then some other secondary, some B tier characters like Tofia Chu and J-Bay and all that. Foodie is the scammiest one out of that crew as far as being the most consistent scammer and being the most shameless scammer. Like Glitter and Lasers scams big, but at least she pretends that she's a legitimate influencer. Foodie doesn't even try to pretend. She's like, oh, if you want the money back, just ask. But if they ask for it, I'll give it back. You know, that's the cry of anybody who's been caught stealing. Oh, well, hey, here, I can pay for it. I can pay for it. Here, just don't call the police. I can pay for it. Everybody who gets caught stealing says that shit, that crap. Foodie's almost got me slipping up.
Like half-brain people in this community. In that community. My Beezer community is awesome. Hey, Teardrop!
Her Beezer community is the lowest IQ community on the internet, this side of TikTok. Yeah, like there's kids who are like doing vape challenges who have more IQ than her Beezers.
Lisa? The long walk. Is it good?
Like those kids eating Tide Pods have more brain cells than her Beezers.
Her family is way better off because of this. So those of you who helped her, thank you.
Those of you who helped Sasa. The only way you can help Sasa is helping Foodie to get away from her. So that might be good for her. Yeah, Foodie. The only thing Foodie burns money the inverse of calories. The more money she spends, the less calories she burns. She wants to go on another trip to go bees in Doha in Qatar like last time. Welcome in, Hippie Steve. I didn't welcome you in already. Yep, just wants to go to Canada for the holidays. That's all it is. Simple visit. Wants to visit her family for the holidays. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Oh, absolutely. Hearts in chat for Hippie East's mom and anybody who's going through it right now. I know it's anybody, if you're having a hard time in the experiencing some hard times, just know that you got people here hoping the best for you. We all like to pull together here to help each other out when possible, give each other some good vibes. These TikTok scammers, there's the line between Girl World and scammers is starting to blur. Like there used to be like Girl World people would like do content and they would get money from their audience. And sometimes they would run a scam. Now it just feels like they just scam full time. And like the content is just kind of a secondary thing. They just use the content to build an audience. They can have people to scam. Oh, Pizza's on benefits at this? Yeah, that would be a big deal then if he's getting a GoFundMe and all that as well. That makes sense, Rampage. She wants to break up, but he's like, hey, Foodie, I'm not letting you leave until you pay me back for, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Tofi Chu is disgusting. But she does some funny crossover. Shani. I always forget about Shani. I don't really cover her enough. There you go. See, we have a high IQ chat. Alizu here with the proving it. Welcome in, Daniel Bashner. Hope you're having a great night. Okay, a little more caught up on chat. Willie, good to see you. Hopefully you're having a great night. And yes, Olga, these channels, they started out doing real content. Whether it was good is another question, but at least they used to put some effort in. Now it's just arguing with the chat.
And we continue to, in many ways, like I said. Hey, Bear. And
they judge everything you do.
Don't have to prove it to anybody who thinks that way. Y'all can sit in as the world turns.
Doesn't have to prove it. But you know why you don't have to prove it, Foodie? Because your Beezers are, no disrespect to the people there, but they're basically brain dead. They're basically brain dead. They don't really have like IQ in a functional sense, like we would think of a human being. They're kind of just in a vegetative state. I don't know how they managed to use the internet, but
thank you.
They're just barely even awake, I feel like. Oh, remember when she said she wanted $5,000 to show her marriage certificate? Foodie. The marriage certificate, that marriage that matters so much that now she's splitting up from the guy. They're not even married. Oh yeah, Foodie, that's right. If you're getting a divorce, shouldn't you be getting a financial settlement from Salah's business? In the divorce, shouldn't she be getting some of that? She hasn't even mentioned the divorce. I wonder what the terms are for that. Absolutely, Alizo. I think so too.
Yeah, to show our marriage certificate. The only really personal information I'd have to block out.
Remember when she went to Canada last time and then she flew right back when Kay Bella managed to catfish Salah? I don't think she's going to fly back as quickly this time. But notice how that time she was so emotional. She was so seriously upset. And this time she couldn't even care less. She's acting like she doesn't even give a darn.
Like how much money was given to me and stuff.
She's so satisfied with herself, too. Look at her. She looks like a big fat caterpillar.
No, I can't put the GoFundMe under my name. No, he didn't say that. I saw it.
Did you guys tell Salah's family what's going on yet? Great question. I mean, how are they going to handle losing their daughter, their precious daughter who they love so much?
His life, strawberries.
Sister
Liar.
Mariam. Daughter Mariam.
Because he would have preferred to use a different name if he'd known it would have shown. Hi, Katie. Hi, Wiley. Oh, you're babysitting.
That's a good play, Capricorn. She would know him. Welcome in, Tucker. Good to see you.
You're allowed to fundraise for somebody. It's my bank information on there. So.
No, thank you, Foodie. We're going to stand up and call you out.
I didn't lose the GoFundMe. They just paused us being able to take funds. Or me, I should say, but...
They paused her being able to take funds. You know, I normally don't like to talk about, like, people's... If people on the internet, I kind of think that, you know, striking channels and reporting funds and all that stuff, I'm against that in general. But Foodie is if she's scamming, then somebody should report her. I'll say it like that, because it looks like she's scamming.
I'm not going to be getting the funds anyways, but I'm not going to take the funds out now. I'm going to have, like, it's all, I'm going to have family pay for whatever I need from it. But I'm allowed to use PayPal. So that's why it's in there. I just can't use the fundraiser, is what they told me.
She can't use the fundraiser. Cut out part of what she said on there in the original. But I'm not, it's just... I think it's great that she can't use the fundraiser money. I normally would not be happy about something like that, but Foodie is scammed so much. The way she got into this situation, if anybody's not aware, the reason why she's in Syria is because she got caught scamming in Kuwait. She stole a kitten from its mother, a street kitten, but it was so young, it wasn't even weaned yet. She took it from the mother. She lied and said it was sick to collect money to pay for the vet. The money never went to the vet. And she reported it to some local charity trying to use their name to help scam. And they were like, no, Foodie, we don't want anything to do with your scam. And instead, they reported her to the law. And that's why she had to flee Kuwait.
If you go look at my community tab and you Google it.
And all she wants is fast food. Exactly, Nutty.
I know, Gabrielle.
She doesn't care about anything.
I told you, half brain, that's why. Hi, Carefree.
Agreed, Elisa.
We hate Chantel in Syria. It's so boring. When I said that I miss Canada also, I want to go home, I want to go back. Oh, we're going to try to sabotage everybody because we're psychotic.
Good point, Rampage. Why can't he buy himself a ticket to go visit? Why can't he, Salah has never even, remember when Salah used to said, oh, Salah doesn't even want to go to Canada. Salah always wanted to go to Canada. He even changed his location to Canada on his Facebook a while ago. This whole thing is just, look how happy and smiley she is. This is supposed to be a woman getting a divorce right here. Does this look like a woman who's getting divorced from the love of her life? Her sweet Habibi, Salah? What kind of crap is this? This is absolute BS. This is just the fakest crap I've ever seen. This marriage ends
Really,
not with a bang, but with a whimper. This is it. Well, I just want to go back to beezing. I don't want to be a Muslim wife. I don't want to be a good wife. I just want to be a waste of. I just want to throw my life away, do nothing with it.
Was it not a good breakup?
Tammy, I'm sorry you have to deal with such mean people. Just know there are a lot who love you, including me. Tammy, you should change your name to Carpet because you're getting walked all over.
Ours is amicable,
It's an amicable divorce. It's not a divorce because you're not married. It's not a divorce. It's like if two roommates get they move away. They're not getting separated. They're just moving to separate places because they never were together. This marriage never existed. This is the fakest marriage ever. Remember how she used to talk about her husband and our marriage, and at least and people are jealous of her marriage. They're jealous of her real loving marriage. This marriage is the fakest marriage I've ever seen.
I know, Tammy. Like,
This makes Flavor of Love. Remember that show Flavor of Love? Remember those old reality shows? This makes those shows look like more legitimate than Foodie's marriage.
they're so pathetic. If they don't see that, if they don't have the self-awareness to sit there and see that somebody who's not even bothering them is not problematic anymore.
It's not bothering them. It's not problematic anymore. Foodie, not problematic anymore. First of all, problematic. I can't stand that word. But as far as somebody who's not, she wants to say that she doesn't do anything, quote, bad anymore. Well, Foodie, you got kicked out of Kuwait for trying to scam with the kitten. You just tried to scam with that disabled girl. Now you're scamming your Beezers, telling them you're getting divorced when we're never even married to begin with.
Or they have nothing to talk about, so they have to go real life and try to ruin everyone's life.
Nobody's exactly,
and,
Daniel.
you know,
Thank you. Welcome to Nirvana.
Just be so pathetic.
It's a Foodie night
That's
tonight.
on them. Like, they're just dumb.
I know you're not going to like
so
that.
Tiring.
She doesn't even look upset. This is supposed to be her big divorce.
Yeah, I've kept all the money, Lisa.
Oh, did he? Did he? That's a big deal. I was not even aware of that. And that makes total sense, too, because Pete's is a sucker, but he's not a total idiot. That's what it is. She's probably counting the days down until she gets her fix of McDonald's. It was a better show than Foodie's channel is, at least. I mean, the marriage, it's realer than Foodie.
I was able to keep the money.
Well, it's all fake then. Then I'm just saying, it's as fake as that.
That's great. I know, peasant. I'm just trying to get home.
Wooly.
And the
Thank
people
you.
who are moaning, why should we pay for? You did not give a.
Why should we pay? Exactly. Well, you didn't give. That's because they're not stupid enough to give money to a scammer like you, Foodie. You're like, oh, well, people who didn't give money have no right to criticize. No, we have every right to criticize. Because the people who gave the money are too stupid to realize they've been ripped off. You're robbing people You're taking advantage of people who aren't smart enough to think for themselves, Foodie. That's the truth. You've assembled a chorus of idiots, your Beezers. Anybody with a brain cell has left months ago, years ago, probably.
A dime of your money to me. So why are you crying? Do you have a problem with what someone else does with their money? It's not.
Yeah, I do. If that person gets their money from scamming, I do have a problem with it. When they're scamming vulnerable people. It's not like you're scamming other scammers. It's not like you're scamming people who stole people who stole money and you're scamming some thieves. You're scamming people who are on disability for the most part.
It's your business. If I'm asking business, even if you were planning to help, but you want to know my business, no, then don't.
Exactly, it's vulnerable
I'm not,
people.
You're not entitled to that information just because I'm asking for help.
Well, you're gonna love this, Nirvana, because
Foodie
is looking as dumb as she's ever looked. This is the end of the Salah arc, at least according to her. She's scamming her audience blatantly. Foodie has just gotten worse and worse and worse. Every month she's gotten worse. And now it's to the point where there used to be where there were things about Foodie that I kind of liked. I used to think that she was funny sometimes, and I thought that's basically was it. I thought she had a pretty good sense of humor. But now she's become like just a full-time scammer now. Like she used to put out content and get money from her audience because she put out content. Now she just scams them. She doesn't even try to like get money for views. Now it's just, oh, well, I need money to pay for this poor disabled girl to go to school. I need money to go back to Canada because I can't live like this. I can't be a Muslim wife.
How is it a scam if I'm raising the money and I'm going to be using it?
How is it a scam? It's a scam because you're not using it for what you say you're using it for. You say you're using this money to move back to Canada, but what's a good chance you're not actually going to go? There's a good chance you're going to say, oh, me and Salah, we worked it out. Yeah, everything's great now. We worked it out. So now I'm going to stay in Syria, and all that money, I'm going to donate it to Sasa. You want the money back? Well, I mean, if you don't want this disabled girl to get the money, because that's what I'm going to do with the money, since I'm not going to spend it, we're going to give it to a good cause. What, you don't want us to give it to charity? You want us to give it back to you? Well, I guess we could do that. Foodie is so obvious.
move exactly what I need it for, you know?
This
I'm
line here is
asking
so fucking. I'm almost cursing. I'm losing it tonight. I can't hold it in. I'm so angry. This line is so darn smug. She's like, how is it a scam if I'm spending the money? And that's exactly what makes it a scam.
for help, you know? And obviously, how is it a scam if I'm raising the money and I'm going to be using it to move exactly what I need it for, you know?
She can't even say it with a straight face. Look at her face. She can't even say it. Look at how much of a, look at her lie. You can read the lie on her face. You can look inside. Look how big her nostrils are. You can look inside of there and you can see where it says lie. There's like a flashing neon sign inside of her nose.
Raising the money help, you know? And obviously, how is it a scam if I'm raising the money and I'm going to be using it to move exactly what I need it for, you know?
Good using it to move exactly what I need it for. She can't even look us in the eye.
So,
Foodie, you're terrible.
you seem upset. I'm just tired of the BS. I think you would be too.
Just tired of the Foodie. You are feeling what's called shame. You don't understand it because you don't know you don't know how to process shame. You don't normally have it. But I think even you are feeling a slight bit of shame because you're just so caught out. You've been caught so red-handed you can't deny it.
Oh. Yeah, I know, teardrop. Anyway. Oh. Why are they banning
at
Stephen
Shelley.
King? Hey, Leanne.
Welcome at Angel of Glass. It's becoming
Sorta,
so
Ian.
obvious now. It's just regular, nonstop. It used to be occasional.
Yeah, and then we met the internet, right? They hate their lives. I know.
My
Bobby
anger
Joe.
is leaking
I
out.
don't understand the mentality. That's, you know. Really, Strawberry? Sorry about that. I know. I know, Lily.
And look how she's like so glib. Like where her strawberries and cream, one of her Beezers, is like, Chantel, Robert Redford passed away. I've been crying all day. Now, whether you care about Robert Redford personally, clearly strawberries and cream is upset. She must really be a big fan of the guy. Foodie doesn't even take 2 seconds to say, you know, strawberries and cream. I wasn't really a fan of Robert Redford, but I'm sorry to hear that. You know, you've been crying all day. You're a Beezer. You're here all the time. At least I'm thinking. I think she's here all the time. I don't know. Maybe she's not. But you'd think she could at least pretend to be a little bit concerned.
I know. I know, Lily. I have enough to catch a flight. But I don't have enough to, I'm not ready to go yet because I don't have anything set up. I don't have a place to stay.
It's gotten
I
terrible.
donated from the heart, and I appreciate.
And remember when and just to remind you folks, remember when she used to go to Canada and complain about Canadian culture, and now she misses it so much? She misses it so much. She talked constantly about how much Syria, the people are so warm and loving, and it's so wonderful. They really embrace you like family. I hate it. I can't live like this. This is terrible. I need to go back to Canada where I just criticized everything.
You, Carefree. I really do. And I'm keeping that money, all of it, to, you know, put together and, yeah. Nashi supply. Hey, SB. There's not even any Nashis apparently in some Canadian cities,
This
so.
is just so disgusting. She really is,
I'm allowed
Shelley.
to receive normal, like,
She's
donations,
absolutely
just
shameful.
not the fundraiser. Yeah, let's try turning off the video.
He
Let's see
Jabba
if
the
that
Hutt
helps
here.
the internet. Sorry, guys. It's just I have to, you know?
Have to.
But
Yeah,
if I go back to Canada, we'll have better internet.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And I don't.
If I go back to Canada, we'll have better internet. Go back to Canada, Foodie. You have a marriage. You're leaving your husband. Doesn't that matter? Does anybody in the chat, like, I mean, not to be too personal now. I don't like to, you know, ask anything too prying, but if you don't mind, anybody married, would you like think like, you know, would you throw your marriage away because you wanted to get better internet? Like, is that something like, hey, if I abandon my marriage, I can have better internet someplace else? Like, right? Like, why would I stay married when I could go have better internet? And fast food? Come on. Like, who needs marriage? Who needs a husband when you can get fast food and internet?
Say. Yeah, Bobby, you can. Sure. Hi, Michaela. So I was saying I can receive normal PayPal donations, but not do the fundraiser through them. So I will, but they reinstated my PayPal, and that's what they told me. So somebody sent me, thank you to whoever sent, I always reply with a thank you to whoever sends something. And, stop explaining myself. Yeah.
Well, I guess yeah. Let me narrow it down. If you let me rephrase that. If you had a good relationship,
yeah, I had to go off camera.
like Foodie was always talking about how the world's handsomest man and how much if you were raving about your marriage and you were still kind of almost, maybe not newlyweds, but only together for a little while. I mean, it's just absurd. You folks get what I'm saying. You folks get what I'm saying.
Camera because the buffering is bad. Sorry.
Well, I asked. I mean, I guess I asked. I deserve whatever answers I get.
Yeah, marzipan, but I do use it for what it's intended.
I use it for what it's intended. Yeah, you use the money to give to Salah, to buy yourself fast food, like when she went to Qatar. Remember the other day, just maybe a month ago? Oh yeah, we need this money to pay for this poor disabled girl. Her neighbors who were taking care of her, basically, inviting her over, feeding her, really just taking good care of her and Salah. They had a disabled daughter, and apparently Foodie was told this big fable about how the girl needed money to go to a special school for the disabled and all this kind of thing. And Foodie, just a few days after Foodie raised all that money, what does she do? She goes off to a hotel in Qatar for a week and buys herself hundreds of dollars of junk food.
I know, it is teardrop, it is.
And welcome in, everybody.
But whatever,
Everybody's
I appeal it and they investigate it, and they're, just because a hater doesn't like me and tell lies, like, I'm able to prove things, Hey, Debbie. So they literally just reinstated it. They have to. Yeah. I see your point, Marzipan.
She can't make. I bet this isn't even gonna last a week. I bet in a week she's gonna say, "Yeah, I decided that I really love my husband, and we're gonna work it out." Like, I just can't get over how little. Try to think of a good word to describe just how little emotional investment she has. Like you think that she was talking about. I mean, Foodie cares more about what she has for lunch than about if she's married. She cares more about if there's fast food nearby than if she's going to be with her husband. She values her marriage less, like, than a teenager values a summer job. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I can't think of anybody who values anything less than she values this marriage. Like she acts like it doesn't even exist. It's like, oh, I'm going back to Canada. Why? You're married. Yeah, but they have fast food. They have more McDonald's.
So whatever.
I can't believe it.
So yeah, I just got home not long ago. We left early, and I feel like a villain.
Probably.
Because they were kind of not wanting us to leave.
No problem with that, Rampage.
It's a gift, yeah.
No problem whatsoever with you doing that.
It's very helpful, like, I do want to go sooner than later because,
But just for the terms of service, I don't encourage. I don't tell anybody. I mean, I'm saying this right out. Everyone, don't interfere with anybody who I talk about on the show. You obviously you're free to do what you want to do. You're adults, but I ask, or discourage everybody from getting directly involved with any of the people I cover in any way. But whatever you choose to do in your own time, that's
really,
on you.
Want to, and yeah. But I get overwhelmed sometimes. I create chaos gossip. Boo. The thing is that it's kind of creepy, like right now.
I agree. She's not really getting even for real. But divorce, this isn't even a real marriage. Marriage is so fake. It's so fake. I just can't believe that anybody even shows any respect and even considers it a marriage. Like, how did these Beezers even pretend that it's a marriage? Like, let's think for a second. These Beezers, are any of them married? Because if they're married and their marriage is similar to Foodie and Salah's, they're getting scammed. Like, that's not a real marriage. Like, if they think that Foodie's marriage is a real marriage, what are they comparing it to? Are they also all getting scammed? Is that what's going on? Are all the Beezers getting scammed too? She asked for a bunch of money the other.
Yeah,
that's
true.
right. She said to make content. That's what it was. She said, "Oh yeah, I want to make content." She was asking for $5,000 for. I don't even remember exactly what she said it like specifically, but she said it was just for to make content in general, to travel. What a pile of crap Foodie is. She's so full of crap. Just a giant pile of trimmings.
So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just worried about things getting volatile again.
Oh, that's another one too. She's worried about things getting volatile again. Yeah, because you and Salah, it was getting so volatile. If you see, I don't want to be dismissive of something that could be serious, but I feel like Foodie and Salah, it was just a lot played up for the camera. However, I will say that if there was any actual conflict there behind the scenes and things were not that good, then it is better that they split up. They shouldn't stay together if they're not getting along and it's getting worse and worse, because they don't have any reason to stay. They were never together. If you really have like a relationship and you have a rough patch, it might be worth trying to work it out. But if you don't even have a relationship, what's there to work out?
So I kind of want to go sooner than later. And also,
Speed
yeah.
up's a little more.
But we went at around, why is it buffering? Oh my God.
Oh, Capricorn NJ,
Did
thank you
guys
so
hear the
much.
part about
$10
the
super
dude
chat.
getting killed?
Let me take a moment to read this off here. Thank you so much. Capricorn NJ with $10 super chat says, in one of her live streams, her chat was telling her that Burger King in Canada was bringing back the Nashi. That's one of Foodie's favorite sandwiches. And she got so excited. She sounded happier than when she's been in the past 3 years. Foodie would be more excited over a sandwich than literally anything. It's such a hollow life that she can be more excited for a sandwich than her own actual marriage, than anything. There's just nothing in her life that she cares about. McDonald's and Burger King are the highlights of her life. Her entire life. That's her big highlights. Crazy. But thank you again, Capricorn, for the $10 super chat. Very much appreciated. Oh, wow. That's an interesting theory, Rampage. That Sasa is the, for anyone not aware, Sasa is the disabled girl that Foodie was raising money for. If that's actually Salah's child, that would be like a blockbuster story. Maybe it's his sister. That would be an interesting one too. Foodie is a total food addict.
No, volatile with like the situation here. Like people are getting murdered in their shops. There was two men who got killed in their shops today in our town.
What kind of marriage could Teardrop have if she'd be okay with, if she thinks that Foodie and Salah's marriage is somehow normal? Like, I don't want to get too personal. I don't know these Beezers. I don't want to accuse anybody of anything. But what kind of marriage could somebody have that makes Salah and Foodie's marriage look normal or respect? Like their marriage looks totally fake. Like I was saying, like Flavor of Love looked more realistic. Like those relationships look more real and more, long-term success than what I'm seeing with Foodie here. Like Bridget Nielsen and Flavor of Love probably had a longer-term romance than Foodie and Salah did. Like literally, I'm not even joking. Like they probably had more actual passion than Foodie and Salah did, and more stable relationship as well. Just my point is to say that how can these Beezers think this is a good situation?
Near our town, anyway.
What are they comparing it to?
Thanks, Carefree. Appreciate you. 5 minutes! No, not with Salah. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So she just said a second ago, the volatility in the situation. She needs to leave Syria because it's getting volatile. You chose to move there in the first place, Foodie. You moved into an active war zone, and now you're saying you need to leave because it's dangerous. So you're going to leave your husband there? You're going to leave your cat there? You're going to leave your quote-unquote family? Foodie talks about her family. She's going to leave her family in a war zone. Huh?
If I can, but... Yeah, so that's why also... But also,
Oh, that makes sense, Olga.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't right in our town, but near it.
That's an incredible theory, if that's true, and it makes sense. I mean, it could be
Maybe,
true.
Miss
That'd be
Lovely.
crazy if it were.
I don't know why they did it. Just some kind of conflict. But we went there about.
Welcome in, Jizzo. Good to see you. Oh,
Like
welcome in,
1
Chauncey. That's a. Yeah, uses her like a taxi service. That's his new job. I think that's what he's been doing for a long time, especially in Kuwait. I think that was like his main work.
Oh my god. I'm not even answering that. It's not me who set up the GoFundMe, right? It was Pete's. So he has to withdraw the money in Canada. That's why. But see, half brain. They can't even figure that
And what
out.
a crappy illusion too. Like did it even fool anybody? Like it fooled the Beezers, but they're brain dead. They're literally brain dead.
It's not going to Salah. It's not your business. It's going towards my moving.
It's going to, it's
Anyways.
not going to Salah. It's none of your business. See how defensive she got when somebody said the money was going to Salah? No, it's not. It's going to my moving. It's not going. That you got a little too defensive there, Foodie.
And then we were there till about 8. And to me, that's a long time.
Yep. That's all she really cares
7
about.
hours. I don't know. To me, that's enough. But then, like, I feel like they were upset because I wanted to go, like, you know, because I'm very just tired of it, like, mentally exhausted from social.
She just needs the bathroom to have a kitchen counter with a corner that she can put a washcloth on, so she can back onto it. She just needs a countertop with space for a washcloth. And if you don't want to donate, then don't. Just mind your damn business. Thank you, Michaela. Yeah, if you don't want to see other people get scammed, well, get the heck out of here. We don't need your kind around here. Not, disapproving of Foodie scams.
Socializing. No, I don't have a joint account with Pete's. It's a GoFundMe. If you don't want to donate, mind your damn business. 100. Hi, Margie. I know MG. Like, really? Does anyone have extra?
The Syrian perfume cartel. They secretly smuggle in Beezers spray.
Brain cells to donate to Gore World or what? And then they wonder why I'm bitchy. This is why, like, I think you guys, I don't know. I just have a low tolerance for stupidity like that. Hey, Lan.
Across the carpeting like a dog.
It's not attached to his bank account.
It's not attached
But
to
I
his
can
bank account.
easily transfer him money.
Does he have a bank account?
He can easily take it out or whatever, you know? I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I might just use it. I don't know. We'll see. Like, whenever I get there, if I have the money in the GoFundMe, I can withdraw it when I get there.
Oh, and I'd like to take a moment also to thank all of this is a perfect time right now at halfway mark. To thank all of my channel members. You're all very much appreciated. You're a big part of what makes this channel possible. I'd like to share the thank you screen and also to single out my 2 current tier 2 subscribers, Hippieista and Canada Cool. Very much appreciated as well. But we appreciate all the channel members here. We appreciate all the donors here, all the super chatters, all the viewers, and all of the mods and lurkers as well. You folks rock, and you make this show a lot of fun to do. So let's keep it going. A few more years, hopefully, right?
To pay rent or whatever. Probably YouTube lover. Hey, Night Owl. I know, Carefree. Yeah, it's right, Teardrop. So
I was making a joke about it. I was kind of making that joke on purpose. I know that's ALR, but still, it's a funny idea, that I like to think they exchange tips. Like Foodie gives Amber tips on like how to add mayonnaise to everything she eats, and Amber gives her tips on how to use a washcloth to get in the hard to reach places.
I felt really bad because I feel like they want to spend more time because they like spending time with us. It's not like they're trying to torture me. It's just like, ugh. I feel bad trying to explain like my mental health, and I get exhausted being around. There was like a lot of people, and after about 3 hours, like screaming children, it just really gets to my brain.
Yeah, after 3 hours of screaming children, it gets to my brain. This is the same lady who was saying how adorable Sasa is. Oh, Sasa, isn't she adorable? Oh, she's so sweet. Ha ha, she's so precious. Screaming kids? Oh, I hate kids. I hate screaming kids. Get them away from me. It drove me crazy. It was hell listening to, oh, Sasa, you're so adorable. I love the sound of children. Oh, she's so cute. She's so sweet. I love to spend time with her. Oh, screaming kids. Oh, kids, get them away from me. Foodie, which one is it? Do you love kids, especially disabled kids? Do you love them so much that you do videos about them? Or do you hate being around kids and they drain you? Which is it?
And
so she's going to explain here about how she couldn't handle being around, quote, her people. Remember when she used to talk about her people? About how in the West, the Canadians are not, quote, her people? She doesn't have anything in common anymore with the Canadian peoples. Now she really has in common with the Muslim people of the world. That's her religion. That's her culture. And she just doesn't vibe with the Canadian culture anymore. In fact, it upsets her, it bothers her, and that's why she likes to live in Kuwait. She said all this stuff. I'm not just making this. I mean, it sounds so crazy, you'd think I was making it up, but she's actually said all of this.
Like, they want to spend more time because they like spending time with us. You know, teardrop. So I felt really bad because I feel like they want to spend more time because they like spending time with us. You know, it's not like they're trying to torture me. It's just like, ugh. I feel bad trying to explain like my mental health, and I get exhausted being.
Well, it's got to stop the burning.
Around, there was like a lot of people, and after about 3 hours, like screaming children, it just really gets to my brain. And I mean that in the nicest way. That's just how I am. Like, I'm trying to be true to myself, right? I'm just being honest.
Just being honest. I just don't like kids, except when I'm raising money, collecting money on their behalf. That's when I like them. I like disabled children when I can collect money. But but any children, no, they get on my nerves. But unless I can collect money for them.
Yeah, Lan. I know people, like from the West will understand, Terry, I have a job. Are you saying that just because people have?
I think she has trouble dealing with people who can, who aren't too polite to say what's on their mind. Because I think a lot of the girls rely on that. They rely on other people being too polite to call out their BS. And kids don't have that problem. Kids will call out your BS.
Have a job. There's people with 3 jobs who still can't afford things. You don't know my full financial situation. Are you going to donate? No, so then shut it.
Stealing her food.
Bye.
Oh, that's awesome, Tracy. Tomatoes are great.
Why are people
fruits,
pocket watching so obsessively? Why? You're an introvert. Yeah,
Enjoy it, Shelly.
I can't tolerate loud for very long. Yeah. As a stay-at-home mom, I feel you always say I want to be on an island where I don't even hear a bird chirp. Yes.
And one thing we're gonna repeat this as it goes on, but I thought was a really interesting theme throughout this, is that Foodie realizes, I think, that people are just kind of sick of her BS, and also that Foodie said how she can't handle the culture, how she can't fit in here, and she can't be a Muslim housewife. Anything that involves being a decent human being, she calls being a Muslim housewife. Like not lying, not stealing every bit of food for yourself, giving something to your husband, caring about other people, helping other people, just anything that doesn't involve being a self-centered, egotistical jerk. She calls that the impossible expectations of being a Muslim housewife. No, that's just called being a decent human being.
Right, like, go somewhere else. No one cares. Bye. Get a job. Yeah, okay. Get a job. Yeah, I got a job here, you'd all report me. So, get a life.
Hey, get a job. If I got a job here, you'd all report me. Foodie, Get a job. First of all, I'm not going to tell you what you should do, Foodie, but don't give us that BS.
No. Yeah, but I feel like that's seen as
Although in fairness, I'll concede she's probably not wrong about that. If she did get a job and told people about it, she would get reported. So she's right about that. But then just don't tell anybody. That's all, Foodie. Just keep it personal.
You know? I just feel like I am, and I hate that feeling. I feel like I've had to change so much of myself to try to fit in and appeal to other people. Like, no, I'm done.
She said to change so much to try to fit in and appeal to other people, but she's done with that. What have you changed, Foodie? What have you changed? Have you learned a foreign language? Have you become very religious? Have you started going to the mosque a lot? Have you become a housewife? Have you started doing a lot of cooking for yourself and for others? Have you become a mother to somebody else's children? Have you become a stepmother? An aunt? Have you become a pet parent? Are you taking care of a bunch of animals? Are you tending the house? Are you keeping house now? Are you becoming what have you actually done, Foodie? All you do is bees. You stay at home and you get fatter every day. And now you're going to say that you're tired of accommodating other people? This is just outright lies. This is outright lies.
I just feel like I am, and I hate that feeling. I feel like I've had to change so much of myself to try to fit in.
You know, you don't fit in at all. Your body is massive and it does not fit in, and your attitude is massive and it does not fit in. Nothing about you fits in anywhere, and nothing about you is trying to fit in either.
And appeal to other people? Like, no, I'm done with that.
You never started. You never started that. How can you be done with it? You never started it.
Who I am. Fuck.
Watch your language, Foodie.
So I'm tired of, like, I feel like, you know, and I'm not like downing the culture because I respect it, obviously, but I feel like I've for a long time tried to fit in and I don't.
She's not downing the culture because she respects it, but for a long time I've tried to fit in and I don't. You've not tried at all, Foodie. When have you tried to fit in with the culture? I can't respect what she is saying in the slightest. That is an outright lie, and it's a shameful lie because you're disrespecting people who have tried to do things and who have failed. Foodie, you have failed, but it's not because you tried and you failed. You just haven't tried at all. Maybe you would fail regardless, but it's not because. But it's you've not tried. You just haven't tried at all. What can anybody think of anything that Foodie has seriously tried? And please do. I'm not saying that rhetorically. I really hope somebody can think of something because I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything. I'm trying to think of something just for Foodie's sake, just for the sake of argument. I want to think of something that she's actually tried, but I can't think of it. The last time she tried was when she did that picnic in Kuwait. Remember that picnic in Kuwait? That was, I think, like with the first month that she was there? That was the last time that she tried to fit in and actually participate in the local culture.
I had to change who I am. I have to be someone else. And I'm tired.
You have to change who you are and be somebody else. You have to be a decent human being and stop laying around and just eating all day long.
That. Like, I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I want to be me.
I don't want to be better. I want to be me. I want to be a crap person, a selfish person.
And I don't know. And I want to not be ashamed of who I am. I feel like I'm ashamed.
I feel like I'm ashamed. No, Foodie, you are not ashamed. Because if you were ashamed, you would try to change something. You are not ashamed in the slightest. You are very content and very happy because you have no interest in changing anything about yourself. I mean, what do you folks in the chat think? Do you agree with that? Do you think Foodie feels the slightest bit of shame? I mean, if she did, she wouldn't be telling lies like this. You wouldn't be telling blatant lies if you felt shame, Foodie. So that's another lie. You can hear her keep pausing to smoke. Listen, you can hear that thing bubbling. Here.
And I want to not be ashamed of who I am.
You want to not be ashamed? Then stop being a crappy person. Stop being I almost said it. Stop being a crappy person, Foodie, and you wouldn't have to be so darn ashamed.
I feel like I'm ashamed. Like I'm,
You should be.
you know, like I feel like, especially because I can't have kids. I feel
Oh,
like
that's what it is. That's what it is. Oh yeah, because she can't have. Everybody is shaming her because she can't have kids. That's what the real. It's not that she's a crappy person. It's not that she lies. It's not that she's selfish and lazy. It's really because she's infertile. That's the. Nobody cares, Foodie. Nobody cares. You're lying, and you're insulting the intelligence of. Well, your audience doesn't have any intelligence, but they would be insulted if they did.
Looked down on by certain people.
I skip ahead of some
know?
of the chat, folks. My apologies.
And I don't want to feel that way because where I'm from,
Look at me,
there's
Paw
a lot
Patrol.
of women who don't have kids. I don't want to be part of a culture where everyone has a million kids.
I don't want to be part of a culture where everyone has a million kids. Huh? What does that have to do with you, Foodie? If you could be a wife, you don't have to have children. Nobody's said anything to you about children. Salah doesn't even want children. And if he does want children, then maybe he already has some. Maybe like Rampage suggested, maybe Sasa is his daughter. In which case, he already has children. Has she ever even tried to learn a word of Arabic? Are you going to get the new translating AirPods so you can understand Arabic? How about you get an interest in learning the language, Foodie? Then you wouldn't need all these translators.
And it's like normal, and you know, people pressure. There's like pressure.
It's normal to have kids. It's normal to have kids in all over the world, Foodie. You know what's not normal? Eating yourself into sterility in your 20s.
Or like, I don't know. I don't want to be part of that anymore. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, I mean that with respect, but...
Part of what? You're not part of anything. You're isolated. You just sit in your apartment and eat all day. You're just upset the food you eat isn't fatty enough. You want to eat real junk food. The food you're eating is too healthy.
Anyway. Well, that's why I'm asking for help, Scully. No, I don't want...
And also you add this too. Foodie talks about, oh, I can't be a mother. No, well, you couldn't be a mother even if you could biologically, because you're just an irresponsible, terrible person. You couldn't even own a cat without abusing it. Every animal that Foodie's ever owned has suffered. But she's going to be a mother? No, you'd be a horrible mother. If any, it's good that you don't have kids, because if you did, you'd harm them.
Man, strawberries, I'm good. Yeah, I know, Katie. You know what I mean?
Right, I'm just letting her have it tonight. I'm not holding it back.
Yeah. You don't need them to be complete, but in this culture, yes, you do. Yeah, Monica.
In this culture, Foodie. You know what else you need to do in this in your culture? You need to pray once in a while. You need to learn the language. You need to show some modesty. You need to respect your husband. Those are the things you need to do in your culture. So don't get on this high horse about, well, I can't have kids, so I can never be a true Muslim housewife. No, you got it backward, Foodie. You could be a mother to somebody else's children. You could be a stepmother to Salah's other wives. But that would... She doesn't want to. She just doesn't want to. But so I'm tired of her making up these lies. This is insulting to people who are infertile, who actually do want to have children, Foodie. You're using this as a deflection. But there are people who are infertile who actually would like to have children. And it's not right that you're appropriating their struggle.
Salah has never made me feel that way, though. That's why I've gotten this far. You know? Hey, strawberries, thank you. Strawberry with chocolate.
Salah's never made me feel this way.
I think you have to have a PayPal account to send normal PayPal, yeah. With the fundraiser, you didn't. Oh, Lavisa, no, you're not blocked.
Of course he hasn't.
With the fundraiser, you didn't have to have an account, but to send money that now, you do, yeah. It is a hard time. It is hard because it's like, I guess, you know.
Well, I'm sure they're doing a great job now, Giselle.
Yeah.
I hope so, at least. Better than Foodie would,
Coming
certainly.
from a traditional Southern family, I'm held to a standard as wife people can't even hold themselves to.
I'm held to standards white people can't even hold themselves to. Well, that's something that Foodie will never have to worry about. Foodie does not hold herself to any standard. Foodie is just so... She keeps talking about to be a proper Muslim wife. Foodie, you're not even like a decent human being. You have to be a decent human being before you can level up and be a good wife. You got to first be a decent human being before you could achieve that next level.
Sister and mom-in-law aren't even married, never had been. Well, that's the thing. And like,
yeah, that's all she knows how to do.
Kingston,
41-year-old
really
Cartman, I
my
love
role.
it. That's what she is. She really is.
Yeah, vulgar. It's not the norm though. Hey, KT.
Great point,
she's
Cinnamon Girl. That's something I think is really relevant. Selfishness is something that it can be a very bad trait, but in a parent, it's a terrible trait. It's a terrible trait to be selfish as a parent. And Foodie would be is so selfish that, can you imagine if there was like just enough money to buy a meal for her or her child? She would buy it for herself, and she'd tell the kid, "Oh well, we must have lost your dinner. I guess we'll get you one tomorrow." That's what she would do.
I don't know.
Or she'd say, "Well, your mom needs it more than you. Sorry, baby. I would love to get you some food, but your mom needs it more." That's the kind of crap she would say.
It might be different if you're like the.
But I love you.
Of a family,
That would be Foodie. That would be Foodie. Well, I wanted to get you the dinner, but your mom needed it more. But I love you, right? I love you. I wouldn't do that if I didn't have to. That's Foodie. That's how Foodie would be a mother.
No, right, carefree.
Well, that works too. Garden gnome. She'd be on Judge Mathis or what do you call Steve Wilkos, the mom who traded her kids for a Nashi sandwich. She'd have left her kids in the McDonald's, and the police would be like, "Why'd you leave your kids?" She'd be like, "I love the sandwich."
Tiny Shamrocks. You're number one. Thank you. I love the super sticker. It's so cute. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's cute. Hey, Missy Med. Thanks, Teardrop. You're sweet.
She would try to trade her kids for cheesecake or something. Like, she would be like, "Hey, yeah, I got these kids. They're really good. They're really well behaved. I'll take an 8-piece fried chicken meal for both of them."
My dogs are my kids. I'm just saying, that's the kind of life, like, I've always been fighting this insecurity. I don't talk about, there's so many people.
Always been fighting this insecurity. Yeah, Foodie, because you always have wanted to be a mother so much. You always talk about kids and how much you love kids. You just said how you're so insecure about how you can't be a mother. But at the same time, the thought of being around children is draining, and you hate the idea of being around screaming kids, and it bothers you so much. But you're so insecure that you can't be a mother. Well, Foodie, I hate to tell you, even if you were fertile, you still couldn't be a mother. So you'd be insecure regardless.
Personal feelings I don't talk about online,
You don't talk about them online, except right now.
Because I've kind of been in denial about it, like, no, that's not who I am anymore. I'm a traditional wife.
That too.
I'm not. Like, and if we both have different needs in life, the mature and
She'd make them pay their own way. She's like, if you don't bring home at least $20 of candy, you're sleeping with you're sleeping with BBJ.
Responsible thing to do is go separate ways, even if we love each other.
If Foodie had kids, FFG would come and buy them from her. She'd sell them to FFG for like $80.
Really, Monica? Yeah, Yeah. No, they know I can't have kids, but yeah, maybe. No, I'm not. Yeah, Gabrielle.
She'd send him out, and they'd come up with a bag of candy. She'd send him out again to go to a different neighborhood.
I don't know. Right, Lily. And that's the thing. Life is too short, like Breezeth. Like, life is too short to feel inadequate, especially when you can surround yourself in an environment.
Life is too short to feel inadequate. Foodie, the reason your life is too short to feel inadequate is because you're not going to make it till 50. You have plenty of time to feel inadequate if you ate better. But you don't have to feel so inadequate. I mean, you do, but most people don't. Am I making a good point here or not?
Where you feel whole. And I'm not like, again, I'm not saying that as a bad thing. It's just it's literally like fitting
Puts a whole new definition to taking a nap.
a circle because I'm a circle.
Saying, imagine saying, I need a nap.
Into a square little box that I'm just not made for. And yes, it took me a while to realize that, and I've tried because I love Salah, and I do love a lot of things about the culture, maybe to visit, but for permanent, it's not gonna work.
I love a lot of things about the culture. What do you love about the culture, Foodie? You just spent 10 minutes trashing it, saying how much you can't, it's not for you, there's nothing you. What do you love about the culture, Foodie? The shisha? Smoking the shisha, that's it. And she likes to eating the chicken majboos. She likes the food, she likes the shisha, and that's about it.
Work. So I'm trying to enjoy myself now. Peasant Penguin, suck it haters and the money hounds reactors. Thank you, Peasant Penguin. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Exactly, Shelly. She couldn't care
Really,
less.
Wolf Pup? It's not just an Easter thing, but you see more women without having children in the West, I'd say. For sure.
She's just going to use this as a way to get some money, and whether she gets it or if she, I'd be more surprised if she does get the money. I don't know what she would do then, because then she's going to be kind of put in a situation where she has to make up an excuse not to go. But I already imagine, I think you're right, that she's going to not be able, she's going to say, oh, well, yeah, Salah and I, we decided we're going to work it out, that our marriage is too important to give up on it. It's too important. Foodie is the circle of life, the circle of death, the circle of calories.
Margie, there's people your age for sure. Breeze, if it's true though, you know.
Welcome in, SM.
Yeah, it can be.
Salah's family. I think that this culture actually has been really welcoming to Foodie. That's what this kind of also bothers me about Foodie's BS here. Because I think that this is just the outright lies. Because every time we've seen her interact with other people in Syria, they've been very friendly, very generous. The neighbors have given her a lot to eat. They let her stay over there practically. They basically treat her like a member of the family. She's had a really positive experience there. You don't see like anything that would look like, there's nothing, I don't see anything that would be construed as religious extremism. It just looks like a very relaxing, friendly, chill place that unfortunately is going through some conflict. So Foodie can complain about the culture all she wants, but it looks like they've been very welcoming to her.
It's not about getting high at all.
It's a lot about getting high. No problem, Nirvana. I understand this isn't an episode for you. We'll be back to some glitter lasers and stuff next week.
Tiny! Oh, thank you, Tiny! Who got them?
Thank you for coming by, Nirvana. I appreciate
it. Hey, Andre. Who got them? Ready, set, bees. CM got one. Bobby Joe, I will help out more hopefully this Friday. I love you. Chantel and Julie, I want you home. Thank you, Bobby Joe. You're very kind. Thank you. And of course, if you guys don't have it, don't even think about it. I'm just, asking. All you can do is ask.
This is kind of the Foodie Beauty special. I know I've covered it in a while, but I got it. This I thought was just a really good one. I couldn't resist this one.
Thank you, Loretta. Thank you so much. Who got the gifts?
Oh, that's a good point, Nutty. That's actually a really, something? That's a very insightful point. I didn't even think of it like that. That maybe Foodie, despite her lack of wisdom, her lack of insight, she might have caught on that these people, even though they've been very polite to her, she doesn't fit in. They don't really like her. They're just being nice to her. And I think that's worth pointing out as a fact. So that's fair. And so when she says she's not fitting in with the culture, she's not wrong. So as much as I don't want to respect her opinion, I think that adds a little bit of value to what she's saying in that sense. But I don't know if she's able to appreciate it on such a fundamental level. But maybe she is. Maybe she understands it even if she can't articulate
it. Yeah.
It's a good point.
Thanks for the link. Yeah, it's actually, she needs less to go to Canada than she did to come here. Tiny Shamrock, thank you.
And it's cheaper to live in Syria also. That's, I think, why she stays
Penguin,
there.
welcome to Very Important Recipes. Hey, sneakerhead.
Oh, here's an interesting comment. You said you've been asexual for a while. He doesn't mind? I know a couple, but both are asexual. They're super happy with their 3 cats. I mean, is Foodie okay with that? I don't know. But that's an interesting point. Let's hear what Foodie has to say in response. Is she even going to address that?
Yeah, forget about the hater. I know. I am gonna from now on. I'm just going. I just wanted to say my piece, you know. Hey, Keeper. I'm asking for 5K.
Salah's family sound like
pretty
sharp,
a little.
sharp folks.
Thank you, Lisa. That really helps. Thank you so much. Anything helps, you know. I appreciate you. Yeah.
This right here. This is why we said, why is Foodie such a scammer? Because her audience supports this stuff. Why? Her audience is brain dead. I feel bad. I would feel bad for them. I do feel bad for some of them because they just don't have the brains to protect themselves. But the ones who know better, the ones who do have a few points of IQ, who choose to support this stuff, I mean, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? It's one of those situations where they enjoy contradicting they like the feeling of being under siege. They like the us versus them mentality. Because I can't understand why else they would be supporting Foodie.
Let's go. This is the longest you've ever done anything. Yeah, because I did have a really good time with Salah. A lot of them. I really had a good time in Kuwait.
I really had a good time in Kuwait. All you ever did in Kuwait was sit in your apartment and eat.
You know, most of the time. Thailand, we were watching the vlogs again. We were showing some company we had here some of the vlogs. And, you know, I really enjoyed that. But, you know, he understands too.
But no, I don't know. You just said that you had all these good times together. So why don't you have some more good times together? Why is it that how is it that those good times can no longer outweigh the bad times when the bad times consist of you having to be around children sometimes and not, I mean, that's really the only complaint she's really made.
Because he understands that's the reason he doesn't want to go to Canada, because he's afraid of that culture shock, having seen me go through it, you know?
That's what it is. Salah's afraid of Canada. You heard it here first, folks. Salah is afraid of that culture and Canadian culture. It's too strong. It's going to mess him up. He is afraid of that culture shock. He saw what it did to Foodie. It nearly destroyed her. But she wants to go back to it. She knows Foodie is strong enough to handle the Canadian culture. Salah is just too weak. He's a weak little boy. He can't handle the Canadian culture like Foodie can. So he doesn't want to go there. He's not strong enough to handle that. Does he know? Does Salah know she said that? Like, it's kind of embarrassing. He's too weak to handle Canadian culture. He can't handle that.
Because he understands that's the reason he doesn't want to go to Canada. Because he's afraid of that culture shock, having seen me go through it, you know?
Oh, Capricorn, thank you so much.
I need
another $5 super chat from Capricorn. Foodie is not asexual. She is celibate by choice. It's just not her choice. She's an incel. She's a femcel. But thank you for Capricorn for the $5 super chat. Very much appreciated. And I absolutely agree. Foodie is she's an unsexual.
need to go back to my culture because like that's just who I am, and that's not going to change, and I don't feel like I should have to change. If it would just be natural, fully, like I haven't been coming online and complaining about it a lot. Sometimes, yes.
That actually, you know what, Shelly? As much as I don't want to respect what Foodie's saying, that might actually be a fair point. Like, she talks about how awkward it is for her to not have kids. If she didn't look like she was 9 months pregnant with pentuplets, that might not be so awkward, right? like they wouldn't be asking her about kids if she didn't look she was ready to explode.
Peasant gifted.
That's
Maybe
a good
at
point.
first, Strawberries, he was more open-minded, but no. I said you're pretty traditional for somebody who claimed to be open-minded when I met you.
I agree, Olga. I think that a lot of them are.
That's good, Liv. I hope I can have some. Not of your money I need to save.
And respect to the trolls in Foodie's chat, you folks do the hard work. As a reactor, I kind of get the easy job where I just get to read the trolling comments and laugh. But the trolls who are actually putting in the hard work on the front line, making the comments, buddy trolling Foodie, working their way in there bit by bit, buying the super chats to lull her into it. They're the ones doing the real hard work, and I salute them.
Yeah, maybe with other Muslims, but
You know
I don't
who
know.
you are.
Canadian girl, yay for the return to Foodie Beauty to Canada. Let's go. Thank you, Canadian
Oh,
girl.
man.
Thank you, Peasant Penguin, for the new Beezers. I don't miss Wendy's.
She's not asexual. She just gets her thrills from eating food. That's her pleasure from eating food. She doesn't need a human interaction.
I miss some food though. McDonald's. Truth, very good. Thank you so much, Canadian.
Scared
I appreciate
ladies.
you guys. Yes, even super chats help. Oh, thank you, Careful. Appreciate you. And have a good night. Monica got one. Ready to hit bees.
I mean, that's her pleasure.
True, if they were Canadian expats. I guess, but it's very limited for me opportunity-wise. I'm somebody who's very career-oriented.
Oh my God! I want to respond to Lisa's comment first, but yeah, I think Salah might get himself in a little bit of trouble there. You know what I mean? But as far as Foodie, did she just say what I think she said, that she's very career-oriented? Is this Foodie stream like the most lying, dishonest stream she's ever done? Like, as far as the amount of lies fit into a 1 hour stream, this stream's only 1 hour and 13 minutes, and it has just been nonstop lying. Like, there's been like 5 lies every minute. Like, might be her lyingest, most dishonest stream ever.
True, if they were Canadian expats. I guess, but it's very limited for me opportunity-wise. I'm somebody who's very career-oriented, and I know, like, if I didn't have as many health problems that prevented me from doing more, and, I feel like I just want to
Health
work on,
problems that prevent me from doing more. Does Foodie really believe that she has health, quote unquote, health problems that prevent her from doing more? Foodie, you're 450 pounds because you eat 6,000 calories a day. That's I guess that is a health problem that prevents you from doing things, but it's entirely self-imposed. Don't act like you're crippled with a broken spine.
my channel and certain things really mean a lot to me, So I can't picture just like being just a housewife, but nothing wrong if you want. There's limited things to do here, and I get bored very easy.
I still remember that.
Well, the GoFundMe is on hold right now, but it's better to probably donate through PayPal.
He seriously just can't go. I'm pretty sure he just can't. Like, Foodie's not able to bring him over there, and he has no other way to get there. He has no visa. So I feel bad for him in the sense that he seems like he really wants to go, but the heck with the guy. He just doesn't, if he really wanted to go bad enough, somebody else would bring him.
PayPal, because they take 30%, but it still adds up in the end. If you're watching my videos, Margie, that really helps too. Okay, so right now I have $82 in super chats. I know fruit yogurt. They just said they just wanted him to confirm what it was for, so he did that. So we're just waiting to see if they'll unfreeze it, and that's it. But they were.
It's a real thing. I used to think that people were joking when they said that. I thought they were just saying that to make fun of her, but she does that. Like, it's not like she did it one time as a joke, and everybody it's like a regular thing where whenever she gets food with a cup of gravy, she drinks the rest of the gravy after she finishes the food.
Reported the PayPal fundraiser, which they told me that would be
she really does
while I'm here, but using my normal PayPal for donations is fine.
I'm so sorry that Salah's family is watching your past lives. Oh, I must have missed that. Salah's family is pressuring him with the whole second wife thing. Well, if his first marriage is fake, is it really so bad to have a second marriage? Right? Like if your marriage is fake, it's not so bad to get married to get a second one. Like having a fake marriage shouldn't really impact having a real one, in my opinion. I think they should be. I don't think you should count one against the other. And by the same token, I don't think you should count real marriages against fake marriages. Like if you want to get a fake marriage, it shouldn't matter if you're really married either. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So right now, I put it on my community tab, but I have about $1,730. Okay, saved.
$1,730. She is scammed out of her audience. I hope she's proud of herself.
From you guys, so thank you. And then I have $377 on GoFundMe, but it's frozen. So that's how much I got. And people are saying, why would you think about a villa? Why don't you just go for an apartment? Because apartments, like the one bedroom, look at that small crappy one bedroom I was in. $1,400, no utilities included. When you can get a 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom villa, a beautiful villa with like a washer, dryer in it, AC, all that stuff for like $2,100.
I love that. You can get a place that's small for like $1,300, but you could pay like 50% more and get a place that's 50% larger, right? Like, why would you not want to get that? Why would you not want to pay 50% more for like she's acting like it's some kind of a special deal. It's $1,300 for a small apartment. For only 50% more money, you can get a bigger apartment. Oh my God, Foodie, that's such a brilliant equation you got.
That is more worth it to me.
It's more worth it to me, huh? You're paying more for a bigger apartment. That's not whatever.
They call it the villa, Nicole.
She really can't.
I'm aiming for I would say like between 8 to 10K would be really good. Because
8 to 10K? 8 to 10. She's insane. She's insane. And if she did, the Beezers giving her this money, anybody who gives her this money, you're too dumb to live. I'm sorry. If I ever meet you in person, I'm gonna apologize to you for being so dumb. But like, why would you do that? Why would you give your money to Foodie? Like, give it to a crooked preacher. Give it to a prostitute. Give it to a scam boyfriend, but don't give it to Foodie, right? Like there's so many, there's no worse way to spend your money.
How much right now it's cheaper, but I don't know how much it's going to be when I can leave. No, Teardrop, seriously, you don't have to. No way. I don't accept that. You are doing your modding job and you're very supportive and I know you're struggling, so don't even worry about that, hon. Don't worry. I don't want people to give if they can't. Really, I don't. Really can be. I don't
want people to give if they can't afford it. That's not true, Foodie. You want people to give because you can't afford it.
Last month's rent when I move in somewhere, I will pay out of pocket if I have to stay. If I can't raise enough money to go home sooner, I'll just stay here longer. But I'd prefer to go sooner than later.
Oh my God, I love that too. She's leaving because she's having such a hard time there. She has to end her marriage, but it's not even bad enough where she has to leave on any kind of a schedule. She can stay there for months, even though she hates it so much.
And I have a lot of debts I'm trying to pay. I have a lot of financial things right now, and I'm not making nearly as much money as I was. So yeah, I do need the help. It's not like I don't need it, Yeah. Well,
I don't know if this is true or not, but Salah seemed very open-minded when you met. Now he's in his Syrian head of household era. I think now that Salah is investing in building a property and he actually is trying to build a future for himself, it's not compatible with Foodie. Back when he was just sleeping on the couch every night and he wasn't living, he wasn't working, he wasn't doing anything, he didn't care. But now that he decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to build a life for myself. I'm going to restore this property. I'm going to get married to a woman who I care about. Foodie, he doesn't need Foodie anymore. He doesn't want Foodie anymore. She's just the fifth wheel now. Especially now that she doesn't have any money.
The apartments are, they're very expensive, no matter what. In Canada. What about a job? I think I'll be able to get more money from YouTube if I can go
I hope that she could put that on the loan application too. What do you need this loan for? I need to pay for Foodie to get out of her bad marriage in Syria.
Do more.
Oh, that's what she could say. She needs the money to sponsor a Syrian refugee. There you go. I mean, it's a technically Canadian expat, but who's counting?
Very restricted here. I can't vlog. I can't even like go live in the house like in one spot. It's kind of boring, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Monica. There's a lot of things I gotta do. I think so, Lan. Some airlines do.
Well, you could always go to Syria. Might be a better deal there.
Maybe, SB. I don't want to be too far from my family because of, quality of life also. No. Marzipan not in Canada. 300 a week?
Save a whale. Harpoon a YouTuber.
Kind of, Monica. Some places, yeah. I feel like I've done almost everything. I mean, we still have to go to the souk, but after that, there's,
Yeah, you see the whole country. Like, I mean, we still have to go to the souk, but yeah, we basically see the whole country. There's nothing else left to do here.
Anyway, Salah understands.
How does Salah feel about this? Is he upset? He's losing his wife. I mean, that's traumatic. Like, he thought that you guys had a good marriage, and now, like, out of nowhere, you just spring this divorce on him? He's going to be pretty broken up, right? And speaking of divorce, let me share my little video. I haven't really used this enough tonight. But yeah, this guy, look at how much he loves this woman. He's all wound up. He's clearly in love, and now he's going to lose her, the love of his life. How is he going to recover? I don't like it. I don't think it's right.
Yeah, because he didn't want to use his real name, but... Yeah, so...
Will you remain Muslim in faith? Well, she isn't Muslim. That's the she'd have to become Muslim first. Oh, does Foodie realize that? Does she know that you're not allowed to like say that you had your fingers crossed? There's not like a free take back when you convert to Islam. You can't be like, oh, well, I had my fingers crossed when I said the Shahada, so I'm not actually Muslim. It doesn't work like that, Foodie. You are now Muslim forever, forever and ever. I mean, you're not practicing, but technically now you are a Muslim, although you don't really understand that, do you?
I'm not going to talk about like my faith right now, Keeper. No offense. I'm not saying that to be rude, but I'm just focusing on like,
No, I don't know.
No, I'd rather stay here until I'm ready to go.
Nope, the cosplay.
I don't want to be stressed
Nutty,
out.
that cosplay is going nowhere until her hair grows back. She's keeping that head. She needs that bald cap on. That's the only reason she's still wearing it, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's my belief that Foodie's going to keep that cap, that hijab on as long as she still has a bald scalp.
So. No. Yeah. Katie
I'll try to remember that. That is a good saying, actually. Let me write that down. That's kind of funny.
Kate. Which hotel is $39, Marzipan?
That would be funny.
So.
Especially with like some artwork on it, like a harpoon going through a silver play button.
Is it back?
Salah back on Tinder.
I said how stupid that is.
I wonder what his name on Tinder is. Like Crazy Frog, ready to jump your bones, something like that. Like
to talk about. Hey,
Syrian stud.
Called Crisco Windows. Okay. Is that supposed to be funny? Should I laugh? He discombobulated.
Yeah, Foodie's
But of course, they'll make fun of somebody's house in Syria
Foodie's scalp is
because they're pieces of crap.
here to
I know
stay.
they're dumb, childish idiots. Exactly. Like they're adults though, Teardrop. That's the thing, and they're not embarrassed about it.
No, we're not embarrassed, Foodie. Who's more embarrassing, the liar or the people who call them out for lying? I think it's nothing embarrassing about calling you out for lying. I think that's a really interesting paradigm shift where people try to make it sound like, oh, well, there's something wrong with you're a hater. You're hating on me. There's something wrong with you for why are you hating on my game? What's wrong with you? Why can't you just let me have my hustle? Why you got to hate on my hustle? Because your hustle is ripping off innocent people. Because you're ripping off innocent people and you're acting like it makes you something special, and you're not, Foodie. You're just a crappy little scammer. Big scammer, but, well, you're big, but you're a little scammer. Whatever you want to call it.
When did I say I wasn't going to return the money if I don't go? When did I say...
You said that with your actions. You said that with every fiber of your being. You said that with the last time you took donations and didn't give them back.
I wasn't going to return the money if I don't go. Did you donate username or be so for real yourself? You didn't even...
Somebody should donate $1 to Foodie just so that they can ask her this information and she can't say, well, did you donate? Like, yes, I did. I gave you $1. I'd like to know where it went. That'd be the one time it'd be worth to give her $1 is just so that you could say that. She says, oh, did you donate? Yeah, I did. I gave you $1. Now, where'd it go? Tell me.
Donate.
You didn't even donate. You didn't even donate.
Which hotels, Marzipan, and where? And they probably have bugs after $45 a day. Even the crappy Nights Inn is more than that. There's no way. Imagine making fun of someone's home in a war zone, right? Right. I would rather stay on the street than Nights Inn. Nope.
Stay on the street? Well, you gonna stay with Natter? Oh, did he get locked up? I heard he got he was arrested not that long ago, or he at least was charged with some crimes not that long ago. I don't know if there's been updates or not, but good to hear, because that guy's a real scumbum. He's just really awful person. I don't like to critique somebody who I haven't met, don't really know, but I don't think I've ever heard anything good about that guy. Just everything about him is bad.
Coffee prices, what? People put yogurt on windows? We don't even have Crisco here. Crisco is a sanctioned brand.
You need to have Crisco because maybe that's why they want Foodie to stay. She's their emergency Crisco supply. They haven't told her that though. But if there's ever a crisis, they ever really run short on Crisco, they're gonna be like, Foodie's gonna say, oh, they wouldn't let me leave the country for some reason. They said I was a strategic asset. I don't know what that means, but I guess they must mean YouTubers are strategic assets.
We don't have that brand here.
They're gonna render you down.
Half a brain. I'm not in an emergency dire, like I won't leave tomorrow. I don't have to leave tomorrow.
Well, she's only capable of hustling the intellectually disabled, so it adds up. Makes sense.
So far, but two people got killed today, which isn't a good sign. But I said this from the get-go before I asked for donations.
Thank you, Cinnamon Girl.
Basically,
yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Hey, Katie.
And that's like when she first went to Kuwait and they said, oh, Salah's apartment is crappy. It's not to make fun of Salah. It's because he said he had a mansion.
I'm going to try to raise money to leave sooner. If I don't, then I will wait till I save it. That's it. Yeah, really, Jill. That's their brains, so they have no content. Pumpkin Starbucks? Yeah, kinda. I'm not gonna lie. Remember the pumpkin cream cold brew? They're expensive, though. I won't be going every day. That's for sure. I'll probably just make coffee at home. I'll probably continue to make coffee the Arabic way. It's so easy.
You contact Canadian Affairs for a possible evacuation plan if things go south. Her evacuation plan is you. Send her more money, strawberries and cream. That's her evacuation plan. Guilting the Beezers. Hope you're back before Halloween. Yeah, so she can play the Scream Ghost. She's got her Scream mask on.
Oh, Wanda, yeah, I can see you. I think you came in when I was buffering and I said, hi, Wanda. Can you hear me?
He never learned any new music either. Salah played that piano for like a year and never learned a single new song. Pretty weak.
No, you're not blocked at all, Wanda.
Well, to be honest, Welcome,
Hey,
Natalia.
Zambia. Hey, Be Free. I checked. No, nobody reached out to me, and I checked the global affairs thing. They don't give you money to move.
They don't give you money to move. We're doing a foodie special tonight since she's splitting up with Salah.
That's if you're like in an emergency situation.
If you're like in war, like you were in foodie, what was that? They don't give you money to move unless you're
They don't give you money to move.
unless you're in war, which you are.
That's if you're like in an emergency situation, like in war or something like that.
I love that. She is so ignorant. Anyway, yes, we're covering Foodie's divorce. It finally happened. It only took 2 years, but apparently she's finally... No, she has not admitted her marriage is fake, but she may as well have, but through her actions, right?
I think something, I don't know. They have consular services, but none of them include, you know, giving you money for first and last month's rent. It's still hot, kinda, actually. Hey, Be Free.
Oh, somebody's using fireworks.
$10 a latte, I know. Crisco is a tub of grease, I know. Yeah, because, like, why would anyone, like, how do you even think of that? Why would anyone put
A lot of
Crisco on a
firecrackers.
window? Is that from personal experience?
That's a lot of firecrackers.
It's fireworks. You can, yeah, that is fireworks. You can hear the, like, at the end.
It actually does sound like fireworks, to be fair.
I'm not considered low income strange.
But
not by government standards. Oh, Wanda, I can accept normal PayPals. I just can't use the PayPal fundraiser.
That's a lot of fireworks, though.
But I can accept normal PayPal, so they reinstated my normal account.
She's entitled to it, Cinnamon Girl. Don't you understand? Cinnamon Girl, she's entitled to that money. She gives her Beezers so much. She gives them love, and she gives them attention, and she gives them a place to talk and be comfortable, and the least they could do is send her some money.
Well, Peter Cottontail, if you don't want to donate, that's fine.
I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
That's it. Yeah, it's fireworks. They do that every night. No, strawberries. I think you know that. Hey, Melanie. Maybe. Hi, Yusuf.
You know, Talia, I was thinking that too. I was thinking, you know, it could be the opposite, where they're so used to the gunshots that they set off the fireworks to give them, you know, a distraction. So they that way, when they hear the noise, they'll associate it with something other than gunshots. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it'll break up so that way when you hear that noise, you don't always associate it with gunshots. You might associate it with fireworks as well. I mean, that's all I could think of, though. You know, that you're just so used to it that you want to have something to mix it up with it.
I don't know if they could be celebrating anything. Graduation, wedding, whatever.
Yeah, kind of like that.
PayPal, you can't donate through PayPal, no.
Like the opposite of that.
I had Makluba.
No wonder they're celebrating.
Yeah. Yeah, I had some good experience.
You should totally write a book about your experience as a Western woman who lived in the Middle East. That'd be interesting. Well, for one, Foodie can't really write very well. For two, she didn't really live in the Middle East. She lived in an apartment that was in the Middle East. She never actually set foot in the Middle East itself. All she did was stay in that apartment and get fast food delivered. Now that she's in Syria, she is kind of in the Middle East, which is kind of interesting. But Foodie somehow manage to even make that boring. How did Foodie make a visit to a war-torn country boring? How did she do that?
Experiences here. Just long-term, cultural-wise, you know, it's just not going to be how Julia reacts to the snow. Breeza. I don't think people drink in this town.
Are people seriously complaining about other people donating? No, we're not complaining about other people donating. We're complaining about Foodie scamming. I think discombobulated here, it's a perfectly well-chosen name. Nobody's complaining that people in the chat are giving money to Foodie. We're complaining that Foodie is shamelessly asking for money from people who can't afford it. Does that clear it up?
Right, SD? Discombobulated, yes, I know. If it's not possible for her to come,
one chapter McDonald's, one chapter Subway, one chapter gravy.
Hope you and Nora can stay in touch. Yes. You guys would freak out. The price of cheese here, 20 cents a bag of cheesies.
Welcome back, Rampage.
Yeah, if you want to donate, super chats are funnier tonight. Yeah.
Foodie is so full of crap tonight. I don't think I've ever heard her just go like an entire stream with just pure, like just BS nonstop. Not even like one moment of honesty or clarity.
Since you saw me sloshed. Yusuf, money so you can go to Orange Julep and buy Harry number 5. Thank you, Yusuf.
Oh, I love this chat here from all the cats. Just curious. Do you find it embarrassing at all to ask for such a large amount of money from your audience? And of course, I would tack on, knowing that most of your audience is not wealthy. Most of Foodie's audience are struggling financially, and a lot of them are on disability or other forms of fixed income. They don't really have reliable income from work. So for her to ask them for all this money is an extremely poor taste. It's not like her audience is full of wealthy business owners who can afford this. So that's what disturbs me. If Foodie was doing like it's supposed to be, if she was doing content and people were paying for the content, that would be fine. But for her to try to guilt her audience into sending her money so she can escape a bad marriage, that just sounds very manipulative.
I appreciate you. She'll definitely be able to go with me. Good.
Respect.
No, I don't find it embarrassing.
I respect that.
People don't have to donate.
People don't have to donate. Yeah, right? People don't have to. Well, you don't have to ask. Did you ever consider that, Foodie? You don't have to ask. You could tell people that they don't have. You could tell people that you don't need the money and you'll figure it out on your own, and they shouldn't feel guilty. You could tell them that too.
Listen, people steal views from me. They've made thousands and thousands of dollars off my content.
People steal views from you. People are reacting to your content, which is they're adding value to your content. If they were rebroadcasting your shows and not reacting, that would be different. Are there some channels that do that? I don't worry about what other channels do, but if there are, they shouldn't. That's not good. If you react to Foodie's content, that's fine. But if you're just taking Foodie's videos and just restreaming them without saying anything, that's probably not in the best taste. Probably, but whatever.
Content and berating me every day. I'm not entitled to ask for some help so I can go set my life back up and try to improve my entertainment for you guys. Well,
they're doing a good job. Respect to them.
Oh, sorry. No, I see you. Be free. Hey, Texas. $8 for Cheeto Puffs. Listen, go to No Frills. Their chips are $1 something. Hey, Windhammer.
Well, Strawberries and Cream is doing a good job.
I don't know how much it is to follow Julia.
I always say, salute the trolls. They do the real work that makes it possible for reactors like me to have good shows. Because if the trolls weren't trolling, there wouldn't be as much content.
I'm being conservative with what I asked for. Right, Truth Fairy. Merch?
Good.
Here
Respect.
and there.
But I'm going to pretend they're not because
It will be fine if Julia stays with Salah, especially if the travel will be too hard on her.
It's too difficult for me to figure out who is and who isn't and pay attention to Foodie. So I just assume that most people aren't. But I'm sure you're right that most of them are. But I just take them at their word. I assume they're not.
People underestimate how hard that kind of travel is for a pet. That's why I didn't want to take BBJ and Sam. Because they are, right, Jenny? Sam, number one, BBJ was 100 in human years, maybe 150. She was Mr. Burns, and she's not well. So,
Missy Moo, that's right. Missy Moo
going a few hours.
Is Missy Med Missy Moo? Because I think I think somebody had said they were the same person. Because Missy Moo, anybody who's not aware, Missy Moo was a mod for Foodie a while ago, and she went a little bit crazy and kind of had a falling out with Foodie. It's kind of unrelated to her going crazy. She was already crazy, but then she had a falling out with Foodie, and I think she's kind of back now.
Hours. It's like 24 hours of traveling or so, depending how long your layover is. And Sam, he's a long hair cat. I don't know. I was afraid of him overheating. I was just really afraid, and I didn't have a lot of time to prepare. And I'm afraid for Julia too, but I don't know. If you buy the ticket now and you go to change the date, I think they charge you what the new price would be at that time.
Everybody's talking about the pets, but I don't think Foodie actually cares about Julia at all. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, thanks, Tiny Shamrocks. Nobody understands that. They think I'm just like abandoning, you know? But oh,
Like
it
a
costs
bridge.
$500 for 2-hour flight. Okay, Missy Med. Great value chips. Scrape, right?
Foodie has a bad
Yeah, you have to
history with
just change
pets.
it.
Animals do not like Foodie because, and I think that
I mean, buy the ticket now.
I think that's interesting because I've never really put a lot of I've never really seen that before. I should say it like that. I've always, in my experience, animals are pretty, they're indifferent. Like they like most people. They don't really like. I've never seen like an animal's like take a dislike to somebody for no reason until Foodie. Foodie's the first person I've ever seen who animals just do not like her. And that's just really weird. Like I've never seen that before, but it's crazy, but it's true. I don't know how that could happen, but it does.
Yeah, I'm afraid for her.
But yeah, that's a really weird thing if you've never seen that before.
But I definitely want to bring her. I don't know, SB.
Oh, and Foodie is not taking Julia anywhere. Foodie is a selfish person. She doesn't care about her pets. She's not going to take her cat when she can get a new kitten instead.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap, Scrange. I know. I saw that. Found in a plane. Like 5 something. That's really low because when I used to travel between Kuwait and Canada, it was so much more. It was like 1,500.
Right?
Sometimes it would be like
Foodie could not
1,100,
care
but-
less. Completely selfish. BVJ
Hey,
was a good
Kelvin.
cat. Really sweet, well behaved.
Only the change fee, SB, really?
Yep, her mom's dog Buster. Snaggletooth Buster.
I don't know. I'll have to ask them because I'm pretty sure I changed once when I was in Canada and I had to pay the difference. But I could be wrong. I don't know, strawberries. Hey, and Sapphire. Just exhausted mentally.
But get safe. Look, I don't think anybody, Foodie as far as being unsafe, maybe it's unsafe in Syria in general, but if Foodie doesn't care about her own safety, if Foodie eats nothing but junk food, if Foodie's going to eat herself into an early grave, I can't be concerned about the safety of her environment. Oh, and she's allegedly selling her wedding ring. I mean, is that thing even made out of gold?
Yeah, they charged like maybe 300 US, I think, to bring Julia from Kuwait to Syria, and that's only like a couple-hour flight. I'm trying to get home as soon as I can, but I also don't want to be stuck and uncomfortable there and like, so there's no Starbucks, no. I have to pay the difference and change the fee. That's what I thought, Tara. Because
I'm starting to get a little bit tired, folks. I'm actually I'm having fun with the show, but I'm starting to get a little sleepy. Hey, Toys R Us kid, I'm sorry. I welcome you in, but I'm starting to get just a little bit sleepy right as you're getting in here. I'm having fun tonight, but I'm just getting a little too sleepy. I think we're gonna watch a few more minutes, then I'm gonna close it out because I'm starting to get a little tired. Let me put the show back.
what if like the flight is 500 now? No,
But
Kelly.
thank you very much, Toys R Us kid. Very much appreciated.
So
I would love that.
Yeah, I know.
She could meet up with Rosie.
I think we're fine with spending like more time together before we actually have to leave each other, you know?
Oh, thank you so much, Toys
I
R
would
Us
fly
kid.
out of
We're gonna stay
probably
out for a few
Damascus
minutes
one,
more,
though.
but I am gonna be passing out pretty soon.
Teardrop, I know nothing about planes. What did you say? Or buy a plane ticket.
I think
that
we
has
covered
one
most
free
of the good
change.
content. This is
Qatar does
most of
that,
the good
just like
stuff
at the
done.
difference economy. I'll look into it. Planes make you nervous.
Okay, strawberries and cream is definitely a troll. Don't forget the rig sale when you're doing your budget. It's got to be at least 1.5 to 2K or more. That rig that looks like she got it in one of those vending machines at the grocery store with those little capsule machines where you put a quarter in, you get the little plastic capsule that has like a sticker inside. That's what that ring looks like. She got it from.
Butterflies, I don't think you have. I don't know if you're lacking brain cells, if you were dropped as a child, but scamming means raising money and not using it for its intended purpose.
No. That's conversion, Foodie. I give a little bit of a legal lesson. That's called conversion. When you take money for one thing and use it for something else. That is a type of scamming, but it's not the only type of scamming. So that's just a lie, or it's incorrect. I don't know which, but yeah, Foodie giving some incorrect information as usual. Converting alone is a form of scamming, but it is not the only form of scamming.
I'm not dry begging, I'm wet begging. And nobody has to pay for anything, Tilly. Did you pay for anything? No? Shut it. Hey, Marie. Yes, I am rude to people
Well, Foodie, you haven't paid for anything either, so you should shut it.
like you. What, do you want a hug after you're accusing me of scamming people? I don't think so. You're rude after they've been rude to me. Like, what? What do you want? A handshake?
I will
Come
just
over for
a little
coffee
bit soon.
after you've been rude to me. Like, what? What do you expect? Like, serious? Right, YouTube lover? Hey, Weird Barbie. Right, Shamrocks, am I crazy or what? Like Anna Majnouni? You come in here accusing me of scamming people and then say I'm rude when I'm responding to your rudeness. Thank you, Kimberly.
Hold on a second, though. But that's gaslighting. Because is it rude to say the truth that you're scamming people? Well, it's true. It's rude. Maybe it is rude, but it's true. So who cares if it's rude? I mean, I guess it's not good to be rude, but you're protecting people from getting scammed. So, Foodie, go to hell. You're the worst. All right, with that, we're gonna say goodnight.
Says I'm up to 603. Maybe it's working. Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh.
I can't take any more of this, and I'm getting really sleepy.
1-800 sell gold. We did sell the ring.
All right, good night, everybody. I've had a wonderful time with you. A lot of fun doing the stream. This is our Foodie special.
It says 603.
Yes, so everybody, please be sure to hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed the show.
What's 603? $2,400. It's getting there, guys. We can do it.
All right, yeah, Foodie, be quiet. Shut up. You're being an awful person. Scammer. That's what Foodie is. Good night, everybody. Good night, Blue Hoodie. Good night, Rebecca Tracy. Good night, Elise. Thank you for coming. Good night, Nutty. Good night, Cinnamon Girl. Good night, Capricorn NJ. Thank you again for the super chats, Capricorn. Very much appreciated. Thank you to everybody who's come in tonight, all the lurkers, all the chatters, all the channel members. I will be doing some more streaming this month, but I need some rest. I got really sleepy. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming.